It was a complete hole, waste of money, and the people were terrible. The entire time I was there, I was harassed, discriminated against, and constantly followed like they were flies to shit. They had issues with me dressing like this and even attempted to prohibit me from entering every tourist attraction I tried to visit. To make matters worse, the country lacked a lot of infrastructure and is basically living in complete squalor despite the constant increase in tourism money they see annually. This was the most unsafe I've ever felt in my life, and before you ask, no, I did not go alone and there was a man present with me, but that did not stop their inappropriate advances. In short, them and you couldn't pay me enough money to go back.
If you ever wanted to hear what a narcissist sounds like, that was the perfect example for you. That was her comment on Instagram. Someone claimed and commented on the video that Egyptians do not want to consider themselves Africans, and most North Africans are disgusting. She replied, I did not want to mention that because she doesn't want to get cancelled twice in a span of a month. And she continued claiming on Egyptians, y'all aren't even descendant of original sub-Saharan African Egyptians. Y'all stole all this. So let me get this straight. This woman is an American woman from an African descent, went to an African country, a third world country, a developing country, and filmed poor people in poor neighborhoods, calling them disgusting and calling an African country a shithole. The same description that Trump used to describe African countries.
Why do we want these people from, quote, all these shithole countries here?
If that's not textbook description of supremacy, I don't know what else is. I don't know how Christian Chanel and people like her get the audacity to film poor people inside her car and complain how poor they are and disgusting they are. She was filming people that did not do anything to her. It goes to show how superior she felt over the locals. It boggles me, this woman lives in LA, and Los Angeles has a huge problem with homelessness. Imagine a foreign tourist going to LA filming homeless people from his Uber, looking down on them, calling them poor, calling them disgusting. How would you all feel? How would Christian Chanel feel? To be honest, I would not be surprised if she looks down on them too. I'm not surprised, to be honest, by the bad experience she's gotten. Because if Christian Chanel gave people in real life the same attitude she's given us online, I'm not surprised if they found her insufferable. This woman didn't say they stopped me from visiting the places that I want. No. She said they attempted to stop me.
And even attempted to prohibit me from entering every tourist attraction I tried to visit.
As if the whole country belongs to her. And she claimed they had issues for her dressing like this. I don't know what kind of fantasy in her head she was trying to live, but certainly that was not an Egyptian attire, that was Moroccan attire. We get a lot of Westerners like this. They go to conservative countries dressing the way that they want and they wonder why people are looking at me. As if this is the norm in Egypt anyway. To be fair, this is not the first time I hear a Westerner calling Egypt a shithole. This British guy did the same exact thing.
To be fair, the view is good if you sit on the floor. You can see the pyramids without the half-built shithole below.
Westerners with supremacy complex, visiting developing countries, having certain expectations because they come from wealthy countries, and if they're not met, they curse everything around them. It's the sense of entitlement that always gets me. And even in that case, as an Egyptian, I apologize to her and any other tourist who got harassed in Egypt. If that video was about the harassment she claimed she got, I would 100% support her. Hey, since Christian Chanel is concerned of getting cancelled twice in a month, it seems like she's only concerned about her image as an influencer and a model. Also about her hair brand she's promoting. The thing I would say to Christian Chanel, given that you are an Afrocentric, stay in America. Stay in America forever. I bet other people from other countries would find you insufferable. And I would never want them to have the same experience Egyptians had with you.
What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Rome back with another video. If you're new to the platform, welcome to the tribe. By the end of this video, I hope you subscribe. Now, I wanted to discuss this because there was a clip that seems to be going around. I don't know if it's viral or not, but we're going to get to that clip for a second. But I also ran across this as well. So I guess you could say I'm going to be covering both genders. First of all, I want to start off by saying this, man. We got to do better, bro. Like, we really got to do better. I'm really getting sick and tired of seeing clips like the one you just watched, because the United States already has like a negative, how can I put it? I don't want to say connotation or stigma, but we are not seen in the best light from, from other countries. Look, from the outside looking into us, we don't have the best perception. And I don't want to say I've experienced that any kind of hate since I've started traveling abroad, but what I will say is that this really bothers me, because I don't want other people to start traveling and have to deal with any kind of BS. You know what I mean? Like, unnecessarily, just because of where you come from. And one of the things that I've noticed in particular, especially when it comes to women, I think this is one of the reasons why passport bros get shamed so much. Because look how she talked down on the people that aren't doing so well in the more poor areas. Now, as you guys know, I'm in Thailand right now. Just came from the Philippines. I saw the impoverished areas. It didn't make me look at those people any less or more than what I already knew before I even went over there. I didn't have anything bad to say about them. I've had nothing but high praise for the Philippines, and so far Thailand, with the exception of the security guard that helped me get in here. He was kind of an asshole, I'm not gonna even lie. But outside of that, nah, man, like it's been Gucci, bro. So it really got under my skin, because I'm like, man, like all that wasn't even necessary. You went there specifically for the tourist sites. As long as the tourist sites was everything that you expected it to be, that's all you should have had to say about it. Now, if you came across people that were rude, disrespectful, things of that nature, okay, you got every right to sit over here and complain about that. But everything else, though, that was unnecessary, man. And as a country, that makes us look bad, especially American black people. But what I'm about to show y'all next is what's been going around and what's really pissing me off. And this really needs to stop. And this is one of the reasons why I prefer traveling by myself. Check this out.
Me tienes que pagar, me tienes que pagar, me tienes que pagar. Me tienes que pagar. Vos me tienes que pagar de una vez. De una vez. No, no.
Adiós.
A ver.
Adiós.
Vaya expreso porque ahorita voy por tu
Adiós. 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 Bye. Bye, nigga. Bye. Are you still? Adiós.
Tócame.
Come on, my nigga. Up. My nigga, up.
Tócame.
Don't touch me.
Tócame. 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 Cuidado. Tócame. Tócame. Tócame.
Watch out, bro.
Tócame.
Don't touch me.
Tócame. Tócame. Tócame.
Listen, I'm like that now.
You don't want to end up in a Mexican jail. You don't want to end up in a Mexican jail, bro.
Sabes que eres un ladrón.
It's not that important.
Pégame si tú.
It's not that important. Your life is worth more, bro. Don't do it.
¿Tú qué me pagas?
Mira lo que me hizo, mira.
Me pagas. Me pagas. Me paga, hermana. Ahora me paga.
Yo soy de tu hermana.
Now, see, all you doing is giving these female detractors the ammunition that they need. I hope and pray to God that any of those guys that were in that clip aren't over here claiming to be a passport bro, blue book gentleman, whatever the case may be. See, this is one of the concerns that I had with this movement growing is that you're going to have guys that are going to ride the wave and want to do the same thing, but they ain't got no damn manners, bruh. And they think they can just act the same way they do in the States and these other countries, and you can't. Like, do you know there, and I can't think of the country. Oh, I think, yeah. Do you know that if you go to Singapore, you can't even chew gum there? Like, bro, y'all gotta pay attention to what's going on in these other countries. Learn the rules, understand the people. That's why in this movement we tell people to embrace the culture, respect the locals, respect the people. Because they're not born on US soil, yes, they're not as fortunate as us. But that don't mean you got to sit over here and act like you better than them. That don't mean you get to sit over here and just do whatever the hell you want. Grow the hell up. The whole purpose of this is to expand your mind, not get into some silly ass stupid shit like that. Now, here's my assessment of what happened, man. They probably had some women over and they was probably doing P for P, and those women probably raised the price up after they got there. That's more than likely, that's probably what happened. Now, Andre from Andre and Andrea Love Crossing Borders, he did a video on this recently where he said, what y'all need to do is, if y'all are gonna do that, cover your ass and make sure that you text everything. So that way, when she does do that, because I guarantee you, all they're gonna do is try to call the police on you, and they're gonna tell you, and they're gonna tell the police, this man owes me X amount of dollars, da 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 da. And all you gotta do is just show him the text. That's how y'all cover y'all ass. Instead of ending up like this, where he could have potentially went to jail, and you don't want to go to jail in these other countries. Ask Global Passport Crew. So I'm like, you Pookies and you Pookeishas, stay y'all asses in the United States. And for everybody else, please let me know what y'all thought about this. If you're new to the platform, please subscribe. OGs, I appreciate the love and support. Make sure y'all hitting that bell notification. That way y'all know when I'm uploading. Hit the like button because it helps with the algorithm. It helps me reach a broader audience. Also, look out for the travel vlog channel, Unplugged Traveler. Link is in the description and pinned in the comments. To the next video, y'all. Deuces.